Hello folks, Anthony Snowden here. I want to tell you a tale about meeting the perfect woman. She was that unique combination of beautiful, sexy, and cute. She was a professional, sometimes that's important to me, and intelligent. She had lived all over the world. The word that comes to mind when I think about her is cosmopolitan. She had an appreciation for fine art and hip hop. The woman was perfect until I needed her to change. I remember the exact moment when I realized her perfection was not perfect enough for me. It was a summer day, walking my dog, and I was contemplating life, drifting off, just staring. And I asked myself the question, can you spend the rest of your life with her? And my answer was yes, if only. And right there I was doomed. See, her perfection wasn't perfect enough. However, that was my issue. That was my problem. The things I thought she needed to change, they were not things she needed to change. They were things I needed to change. See, I'm beginning to realize it's easier to fixate on the other person's imperfections, to deny the reality of your own challenges, issues, or needed modifications. Sometimes change is too strong a word. So I'm trying to get in touch with that part of me to understand what causes me to focus on the other person's imperfections instead of myself. And I came across two books that have helped me greatly, and I'll put links to both of these books down below. But the first one is Dr. Friday, and he has Friday's Laws. And one of his laws simply states, it is hard for people to change. The most you can do is change yourself, and then others will change in response to your change. That's a very powerful statement. Others will change in response to your change, which leads me to the second book, Dr. Burns. Now, this book is about relationships, but it has some good tips, and this is any type of relationship you might be having. He states that if you think your relationship needs to change, you basically have three options. Number one, leave things the way they are. Maybe the change is not worth it. It's a coworker you don't see or deal with that often. Maybe you think you need to stay in this romantic relationship for the sake of the kids. Okay, you can leave things the way they are. Number two, he states, you can walk away from the relationship. Maybe you determine this relationship is too toxic and it's not worth it. So that's your choice. You can walk away. And he says, or number three, you can change. It's so simple, and at the same time, it's very complex, at least for me. But when you think about it, any external change you want in the world has to start internally. Doesn't matter what kind of relationship. What I'm finding is if I think there's a problem with the relationship, I probably own a healthy chunk of that issue, even if I don't want to admit it. What was the expression? I don't know if it was a cartoon or a saying or a book. I love you. Now change. I'm starting to realize that that's kind of how I operate. But that's my issue. And ultimately, the only domain I have control over is myself. This is Anthony Snowden, Power Incorporated. You, more powerful. Now change.